everyone, welcome to another video for SimonsSaysStamp.com. Today I wanted to let you guys know about a really cool giveaway that we've been doing over our blog and for the last little bit. And we are giving away complete sets of all of our ink pads, all 14 colors, plus a pack of all of our cardstock. So you'd get like every single ink color plus 2 sheets of every single color of cardstock. So it's a really big prize. And I hope you guys will visit our blog and enter those giveaways. The blog post for today's card will also have that giveaway, so there are multiple chances to win. And because we're doing this giveaway, all of these giveaways over the next little bit, I really wanted to show you guys a card using some of our inks. And I'm going to be using the inks on top of Kraft cardstock. And the stamp set I'm using for this is the Potpourri stamp set from Paper Smooches. I thought this little element right here would be cool, stamped in repeated colors going across the card. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Before I get to the actual stamping, I'm going to score my card base here. I'm scoring it at 5.5. This is going to be a side folding card. Because I don't want the stamping to go across the fold onto the back of the card, I'm going to go ahead and put a little strip of masking tape that will cover it up. Just like that, and I'll just fold that around the edges. Have some scratch notebook paper here that I'll put down to catch any ink that goes off the edge of my card. And the color I'm starting with is Lipstick Red. I'll just ink that up and start stamping. After each color, I will clean off my stamp really well. And then I'm also going to just stamp on my scratch paper to get rid of any residual ink that might be sticking around. That'll make sure I get a really clean color the next time I stamp. Moving on to orange peel. I'm trying to keep things lined up pretty well, but if it goes a little bit off, it's not a huge deal. Once again, I'm cleaning my stamp, and then I'm giving it a couple stamps on my scratch paper. And then I'll be moving on to the next color, which is Sunshine. Cleaning this off again. I have noticed when I transition from Sunshine to the next color, which is Green Apple, that the yellow really does stick around. So I want to make sure that I really clean this off. And I'm even going to do a couple test stamps of the Green Apple before I move on to my project. Because I just want to make sure that the only color that is showing is Green Apple. Okay. Alright, there's a little gap on the very end of the card. I think I'll just leave that and probably use it to my advantage when I finish off the rest of the card. Alright, I'm going to take the mask off, paper off, and I have a nice clean edge. The sentiment for the card today, I'm going to be using a bunch of die cuts. And these are all the Big Hugs die cut from Simon Says Stamp. And I've seen a lot of people recently online do a thing where they cut out a bunch of die cuts. Jennifer McGuire's done this, Debbie Hughes has done this. Quite a bit of the artists that you see on the Simon Says Stamp blog have done this. And I thought it was just a really fun way to bulk up one die cut. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue just all along the die cut. Not every single spot, but you know, just getting a few. And the best thing to use for this, I think, is liquid glue, because it gives you time to really kind of move the die cut around and get it just perfect before the glue dries and it's permanent, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use the edges of my fingers and feel the edges of the die cut to make sure that that's all gluing together. And after I have one layer done, I'll go ahead and keep going. I've cut out 5 of these die cuts. You definitely don't have to cut out as many as I have, but you can make it as thick or as thin as you'd like. Missed some right there. Okay, so now I have this really thick die cut here. And I'm going to be placing it on my card. And I think I'll have it kind of in the center, but more near the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of the die cut so that I can put it directly onto the card. Just want to make sure that I get all of the edges that might pull up. So the very top and bottom of each letter. When it's thick like this, it does make it slightly easier to place on your card as well. Okay, so that is adhered down. I'm going to take a white gel pen, and this edge that I referred to earlier that the stamping didn't go all the way to the edge, I'm going to go ahead and do a white dash line. It's just going to add a little tiny bit of detail and kind of disguises the fact that I didn't stamp all the way to the edge. Little tiny white dash line. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fold the card in half. Crease that. And last but not least, I'm going to coat the die cut in glossy accents. It's just going to give a little bit of extra oomph. And I'm doing this as the very last step because I want to make sure that I don't mess anything up on the glossy accents after I have it applied. Okay, you can see the shininess on that. Maybe when I get up a little closer, there you go. You can see how shiny that is. And that is the card for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure you head over to the Stamp blog to enter the giveaway for those ink pads and cardstock. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.